There's no way these fucking producers were assholes enough to film an old lady walking up a hill.
Greatest moments from Dylan there last episode. Welcome into the Functional Idiots Podcast, episode 27. Speaking of Dylan, douchebag, are you here?
Yes, I am. Of course I'm here.
Great. I gotta do this with you now. Fuck.
You sure do.
Yes, you and your sinus-infected ass motherfucking bitch.
Yep. So if you hear me sniffling or you actually catch a little segment of a cough, don't get your panties tied in a knot. I just have a sinus infection.
Sinus infection.
I feel like I want to die.
Not gonna lie, I had one. Oh,
I get
everyone. Fuck. When did I have one? Like last fall or something. They gave me some fucking
two
roids.
every year, right before spring and right after fall.
Oh,
every single time, without fail.
Is that because you're eczema?
It sucks ass.
Because Dylan has eczema. Got that eczema. But
yeah, I just muted so you guys didn't hear my lung buttered cough.
Lung buttered. Okay. But yes. Follow us on Twitter at Fun Idiot Show. Email functionalaidspodcast@gmail.com. Don't hit him with the other one.
And follow us on Patreon at Functional Idiots Podcast, right?
Yes.
Patreon?
Yes.
It's just our name.
Yeah, or you could
Obviously,
go into the show description. It'll be there. And we do have one and soon to be 2 videos up. So go give that a look over. You will not be disappointed. Yeah, we didn't have...
And we're going to record another one after the podcast.
Ooh, and that might go, so you might have 3. Yeah. So,
and we do plan on doing other shit on it, so
yes,
don't worry. It's not just going to be like a reaction fucking channel or anything.
But, I mean, well, if you do like our My Strange Addiction type of stuff that we do towards the end of our podcast, you're gonna like... Actually, there'll be another one, because if you want to actually see the video as we do it for the podcast, that'll be up on the Patreon too. Because I'm gonna remember.
And you don't, but
because I gotta remember.
But you
to
don't get to
that.
see our ugly mugs.
No,
yet.
you just get to see the video. Honestly, I think even Brianna just tolerates looking at Dylan's ugly mug, but
yeah, probably,
yeah. So, but yes. What shit? Anyways, good show, stack show. Dylan, what else do you got going on?
Well,
besides your sinus-infected ass.
Later in the podcast when we do Functional Idiots of the Week, I got a good work story. So stick around for that. And of course, the Detroit Lions dropped their new uniforms this past week on Thursday. So Colton, I did send it to you. You gotta.
Did you put it in?
I put it in Instagram. It should be like the newest message.
Oh, my Instagram. Okay, hold on. I didn't have that open. So, anyways, fill them in, Dylan. While I find it.
Like, what do you mean, fill them in?
Like, just because explain it to them.
Oh, okay, so I should start at the beginning.
Because they can't see it them fucking selves.
Right. So Rod Wood came out with the description, almost quote unquote description of the new uniforms, and he said it was a throwback to the past. To honor the past, because Detroit has a great history. The Detroit Lions, of course. I beg to differ, but so they wanted to honor the past with a more modernized look. Even though, in my opinion, it really just looks like the throwback uniforms. I'm not gonna lie, except they look hella fire because they updated. And I called it. I talked to Brianna about this. They took the '90s era, so let's just call it what it is, the Barry Sanders era jerseys, and then updated them like a little bit, but like they had the same old blocky numbers. They look fucking amazing, and I don't know why, but everybody wanted to bring back the all black uniforms that they wore during probably the worst time in Detroit's football history when they went 0-16.
Hey, we were the first to do that, all right? We did it before it was cool.
Yeah, God, fuck you, Browns. We were the first to do it.
Yeah, we did it before it was cool.
So, but they look very nice. Each of them
okay, I'm not going to lie. Okay, so I opened it on my Instagram, and I looked at the blue jersey. I'm like, how that looks damn near the same as what they had last year. Not the exact same. I'm like, pretty fucking close, right? It just doesn't say Lions on the shoulders and it's silver instead of white. I'm like, okay, yeah, whatever.
I'm gonna hit you in your throat.
It does. It looks similar. Not the exact same, but pretty damn close. Like, if you put them up side by side, or if someone was wearing one or watching a game, I wouldn't have fucking noticed it.
I probably would have.
Wouldn't have noticed it. But then I was like, you're talking about, I'm like, so is that it? And then I saw, oh, there's more. Oh.
Yeah, there's a lot more.
Yeah, there's just pictures of the other ones. The black ones do look pretty good. I will give them that much.
They changed the helmet of the black ones as well. It's not your regular silver with a blue lion.
Blue and black.
It's a blue helmet with a black line on it.
Why does it
which
look like the
absolutely fucking minging?
Why does it look like the lion's holding? Because on the black helmet, how the vents are for the head, it looks like the lion's holding a hockey stick. It does.
Hey, hey, maybe there's a call out to the
There's
other
not,
because
it's just the vents in the helmet.
Yeah.
In the top of the helmet, but I was like, what sport is this now? It's field hockey.
They got like little not Easter eggs, but little things on the jerseys themselves. Like the home uniforms are obviously just for the home uniforms. It doesn't say Lions, it doesn't say Detroit, because you already know who the team is. But on the collar on the inside, it says One Pride. So then you move on to the away uniforms. That has Detroit on it. And then on the inside, it says 313 on it. So another thing for Detroit.
Yeah, the area code for Detroit.
Yeah, and then the black uniforms, which now those are called Motor City Muscle. That's what they're called now. It says Motor City, and then of course it has the Lions on it. But Aleem McNeil, one of the players, he was like, I'm really happy about the away uniforms because it's like they're taking Detroit with them because it's the only uniforms that they have that says Detroit and then 313.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad they just don't have that all gray shit because that looked terrible, in my opinion.
Okay. Unpopular opinion here. I actually didn't mind the Color Rush jerseys.
And that's why you're retarded.
But I hated the fact of last year's helmet. Okay, of course we had that goofy ass lion on there, but that's besides the point. The helmets look sick as shit. Okay, I really enjoyed the helmets last year. But going with the Color Rush jerseys, I thought it looked absolutely like ass.
Was it last year or when it was like all gray jerseys and then they'd have a gray helmet? It's like, did you all forget that MS Paint has more than 2 color options? You know, you can diversify a little bit here.
But the face mask isn't silver anymore. It's blue. Honolulu blue, if you want to get technical. But it's just it literally looks like powder blue. But other than that, I'm really happy with the jerseys. I got my my Papa one. So.
No, Dylan obviously thinks he has money now.
Oh, I ain't got shit, but I had a free paycheck this week, so. And it was his birthday Wednesday, so I had to get him something.
Well, okay, now you gotta explain that. How do you get a free paycheck this week?
Well, where it's not dedicated like bills or anything.
So yeah. You immediately pissed it all away.
No, I didn't piss it all away. I had enough money to get a jersey, and that was about it.
And a stripper. All right.
No, savings and shit like that.
Oh, so a stripper.
Obviously, it's not every week is a free paycheck week.
Yeah, let me tell you, when you're fucking got a goddamn mortgage on land and a fucking new truck payment, let me tell you.
Yeah.
Shit's a little tight now. Speaking of new truck, God, what a fucking segue that was. So, on my truck, it has, obviously it has, the backup camera. But on the front, underneath the Ford emblem, or in the Ford emblem on the front grille, it has another camera there because that's how, that's the camera for, the pre-collision assist and the camera it uses for, lane assist, which I turn that shit off because I'm like, if I'm going to roll through the ditch, I want to roll through the ditch, right? Don't fucking try and stop me. Maybe I want to rear-end the guy in front of me. Maybe he did something best, I didn't like. So fuck him, right?
Okay.
So, but then it also has the cameras on the side mirrors. So, when you go into, reverse or something, or, when you pull into a parking spot, you can hit the camera button on it, and it'll do, a 360-degree view or whatever. Well, when you
Okay, yeah.
and because of the parking sensors, if you get close, like say you're rolling up to like a parking spot, you're parking behind someone. If you start getting close, so like start beeping, like if you were like as if you were backing up. Just it's like the same thing as the backup camera, just on the front, right? Well,
Yeah.
when it detects something walking or near your truck moving or near the vehicle moving on the outside, if you're in motion, it'll light that up, and be like, you know, and kind of tell you like, hey, there's something here, there's something here, right? Well, you can imagine when you go through the car wash, right? There's a lot of shit moving around the truck, right? So every time I roll into the car wash, it immediately goes to that screen on the infotainment, so I can watch myself going through the car wash on video from the 360 degree. It's so stupid, but I watch it every time because I just find it satisfying. Like, God, I'm retarded. Like, oh, here I go. I'm going to watch myself going through the car wash. I'm so special. Yeah.
Color special.
So I just find that fucking amusing. Also amusing, the world is now out of orange juice. Well, at least one that tends to kill people. Oh, hey,
Boom chakalaka.
boom, shakalaka. Yeah. So, yeah, O.J. Simpson, dead as of like 2 weeks. If you're under a rock, I mean, we were supposed to record this last week, but we didn't. But, yeah, he dead. He dead in DoorDash. He's taking the big dirt nap. Big sleep.
Yep.
Fish sleeping with the worms. So
It's like apparently there's a bunch of other shit that I just found out literally today that like O.J. Simpson was told not to take his
white Ford Bronco for a drive down the interstate.
No, arthritis pills.
Yeah.
So his hands got swollen.
Yeah.
You know, obviously, and the gloves didn't fit because he had another pair of plastic gloves on. I mean,
Well,
ideal
also
they're
they
only
were-
like
they-
2
they-
millimeters.
Also, they
thick,
were
but-
like leather gloves, so being outside, they would have shrank.
Well, and here's the crazy thing. On an NBC broadcast, he's seen wearing the same fucking gloves.
I know. You gotta admit that the jury who did that, y'all are fucking dumb. Okay, it is so fucking obvious that he killed. What was it?
His wife and his
and
best friend.
Yeah, best friend or something like that. So I mean, it's so fucking obvious that that's what happened. But you know, when you fucking have 12, you know, he got lucky that there was 12 retards up on the stand or in the jury box. And Jesus. Well, I saw a thing that said if the funeral procession for him isn't a white Ford Bronco followed by cop cars, that's a missed opportunity. I'm like, oh, that'd be fucking hilarious. So
Honestly, dude. Honestly.
it'd be great. But yeah, that's dead. He's dead. So now we move on to yesterday was 420. So everybody who likes the weed there, they are probably just now getting off
devil's
their,
lettuce.
Yeah, they're probably now just getting off the devil's kush from yesterday, right? Also, it was actually I didn't look it up. Let's see how yesterday would have been. Oh goddamn! I gotta do math now. Jesus Christ! Nope, that's wrong. Yesterday would have been Hitler's 135th birthday. So I don't know why. I don't know why the weed smokers chose 420 the same day as Hitler's birthday. I mean, I'm sure it was by pure chance. Although I have a theory. I have a theory on why the weed smokers there chose chose 420, is because I think that was chosen by the Jews because they know how to get baked.
Okay. All right. Okay. I can't really comment on that to say that you're wrong or that you're right.
Well,
but
we don't know. That's just my theory.
It's a very interesting theory.
I think it's a valid theory. I just think it's valid. You know what? You know, what the fuck ever. So.
Yeah, fuck you.
So yeah, 420 yesterday. So that's oddly quite American. Actually, it should be quite Dutch, or not Dutch, Danish, because the old Amsterdam folks they like to smoke that weed too. But I saw this probably happened. This probably came out about a month ago. But the most American thing ever is gonna happen sometime within the next couple years. Okay. What's probably the most American fast food restaurant in the U.S., Dylan?
The most American?
Yes. Like, you think of fast food in the U.S., what is the first fast food restaurant that comes to your mind?
Obviously McDonald's.
McDonald's, right? Okay, so starting they're gonna start rolling out a partnership between McDonald's and Krispy Kreme to where you could go to McDonald's and buy fucking Krispy Kreme donuts.
Yeah, I saw that.
I'm like, dude, that is the most American shit. I could go get fucking a Big Mac and a dozen Krispy Kreme donuts in the same place. Hell yes. It does not get better than this. Yes, sir. It does not get any better than that. That is American as shit right there.
Wait, you like Big Macs?
Yeah. I mean, preferably I like Quarter Pounders better, but yeah, I like Big Mac still.
I'm guessing you take the onions because you're a little bitch?
Yeah, I don't like onions.
God, you fucking piss me off.
Hey, you could be like our friend Andy who has a meth lab. He used to eat onions like apples.
Nuh-uh.
Yeah, he did. He would. I've seen him do it. Of course, you wouldn't want to be. You wouldn't want to be in the same room as him because you'd fucking start crying, but. Or you'd be dead from fucking onion insulation or something, or intoxication or some bullshit. Like, Jesus.
That's how he cooks his meth, is in the onions.
But this past week, like yesterday on 4/20, the NHL Stanley Cup playoffs started. And so the regular season ended technically like 2 days prior to that, but the Detroit Red Wings last game was on Tuesday. Whatever day, I don't know what day it was, I think 17th or something like that, whatever. So rolling into that game, okay, they were in a heated battle for the last wild card spot in the Eastern Conference between themselves, the Washington Capitals, the Pittsburgh Penguins, and the Philadelphia Flyers. Okay, going into everyone's last game that day. Well, Pittsburgh didn't play Tuesday, they played Wednesday, but between Washington, Detroit, and Philly, they were all still in it. Like, if Washington was the most, they could control their own destiny because all they had to do was just win in any fashion, and they would move on. Because if, say, Detroit won and then Washington won their games, they would be tied at 91 points, and so the first tiebreaker is whoever has the most regulation wins, which Washington held that tiebreaker. So all Washington had to do was just get 2 points. And wouldn't you know it, they were playing the Philadelphia Flyers, who also needed to get 2 points to stay alive in the playoffs, right?
Okay.
Detroit was playing the Montreal Canadiens, they had no chance of making the playoffs. They were already eliminated. They were eliminated on October, whatever day the season started. That's when they were eliminated. So,
okay.
Well, Detroit, they were down like 4-1 or 4-2 in that game. Rallied back and won, tied the game up with 3.3 seconds left or some shit like that, right, in the third period to make it go to overtime. All Detroit had to get 2 points and then hope Washington got 1 point or less. Well, okay. Detroit scores. They tie the game with, 4 seconds left or whatever it was. And then Washington and Philly are playing at the same time. Now, Philly, they had only 87 points at that time. So for them so they had to win in regulation against Washington and then hope Detroit loses in regulation against Montreal for them to make the playoffs. Well, Detroit scores, ties the game with 4 seconds left. 45 seconds later, in real time, the world time, Philadelphia, with 3 minutes left in their game, pulled their goalie in a tied game because they needed to win in regulation. And literally 5 seconds after they pulled their goalie, Washington goes down and scores. And then Washington ends up winning that game 2-1 because Philly couldn't tie it with the remaining 3 minutes left. So if it was like total bad luck for Detroit, right? They score, they tie the game with 4 seconds left. Holy shit, we got a chance now. We got a chance. Okay, we just got to win in overtime, right? At that same time, basically, Philadelphia pulls their goaltender because they're like, we need to win in regulation, and Washington goes down and scores, thereby eliminating Detroit from the playoffs. Where
dude.
Detroit tying it and going to overtime against Montreal eliminated the Philadelphia Flyers from the playoffs, but they didn't know it at the time that Detroit had tied their game with 4 seconds left.
Oh shit.
So, goddamn it, John Tortorella. You son of a bitch. It's not his fault. It was totally Detroit's fault, okay? So, in the NHL, if you win your game, you get 2 points. If you get to extra time, either overtime or a shootout, you get 1 point. And then if you lose, you keep that point. If you win, then you get the extra point, right? Okay, now, Detroit went on a 6-game winning streak in the beginning of March or something like that, right? End of February, beginning of March. 6-game winning streak, right? Sweet. Shit's rolling, right? Then they roll into I think the Colorado Avalanche, who are one of the best teams in the league, okay, they get walloped like 7-2. Okay, no big deal. Colorado's a really good fucking team. Okay, you know, we just keep going. But then they go and lose to Vegas. Okay, they're a decent team, but you could have, you know, we need to start, we need to turn this around now. Then they go lose to the Arizona Coyotes, who are now the NHL team in Utah. 4-0. They get shut out. And the Coyotes suck. It's like, guys, what are we doing here? Then they go to their next game. They lose that. Then they go to their next game. They lose that. Then they go to their they lost 7 in a row in that time span. All of them in regulation. So there was 14 points up for grabs, and they went 0-14 for points.
Youch.
Now, imagine if during that 0-7 stretch, if one game would have went to overtime, they'd be in the playoffs. Because they'd have 92 points, and Washington would have 91 points. That 7-game stretch, and the minute it happened, I'm like, that's going to make them lose the playoffs. That right there is going to make them miss out on the playoffs. Going 0-14 in points, right? Then also later, they played Washington, and there was like their fourth to last game of the year. They played Washington, lost that game 2-1. It was like, if that game could have just went to overtime, they would be in, and Washington would be out.
It did go to overtime.
No, it did not. Not against Washington. They lost 2-1 in regulation. Nice try there, asswipe. So that is like and that was Washington when they beat Detroit there 2-1. They stopped their 6-game losing streak. Now during Washington's 6-game losing streak, 2 of their games went to overtime. So they got 2 out of 12 points there. And guess what? Because of that, and Detroit going 0-14 in them 7 games, Detroit tied. Washington held the tiebreaker, and Washington gets the great gift of trying to beat the New York Rangers, who won the President's Trophy for getting the most points in the NHL this year, 4 times in 7 games. So, congrats, you made the playoffs. You got to play the Rangers. Here's your prize. So, but it's like, oh my God, it's like, find a fucking way, man. There is too much goddamn talent on the Red Wings team to go 0-7 and not a single game go to overtime. And in 2 of those games, they got fucking shut out. 2 of those games, they got shut out by teams that are way worse than them. The Coyotes and the Buffalo Sabres. Like, what are we doing, guys? Come on.
As you can tell, Colton is pretty heated.
Like, fucking A. It's like watching the fucking Lions try to shoot themselves in the foot against the 49ers, man. Just pisses me off. Frustrating as all hell.
Yeah. Yep. It definitely is.
It's just...
I say we have a petition and we kick the Pistons out of Detroit. I'm just saying.
No, we gotta have you got 4 sports teams there. All 4 can't be good. We gotta sacrifice someone. We sacrificed the Lions for a long time, right? Now it's time to sacrifice the Pistons. And who cares? Basketball is stupid anyway. So the NBA could go bankrupt tomorrow, and it wouldn't change my life at all. In fact, it'd actually be a little bit better because I think basketball is dumb. Basketball is the kind of sport where they could just put both teams at 100 points and play the last 2 minutes, all right? Just save us all the fucking trouble, okay? Because both teams are going to get 100 points, and all that matters is the last 2 fucking minutes. Is the last 2 fucking minutes. And that last 2 minutes is still going to take a half hour because they're going to be taking timeouts every 4 fucking seconds.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like, god damn, man. So, last thing I have, unless Dylan, you have something else.
Nope.
Before we roll
until we get to the functionality.
Yeah. So before we roll into the dumb Ashley report, I was going through. Wow. Have you heard of the company called Liquid Death?
Yeah.
Okay, I guess they make like water and non-alcoholic drinks, right? Which is I think it's funny that they're called Liquid Death, but none of their shit has alcohol in it. Well, then what's the point? But anyway, so apparently NASCAR.
It's to kill your thirst.
Apparently NASCAR felt like they needed a official iced tea sponsor of NASCAR. So Liquid Death is now the official iced tea sponsor in NASCAR. Because I guess, right?
Good on them.
Whatever. I think it's a little ridiculous, but okay, whatever. Gives you a little bit of fucking pocket change. All right, whatever. So this week at Talladega is when Liquid Death is going to kickstart their promotion or their sponsorship, whatever, with NASCAR, right? And so out on the fan midway at Talladega, they were going to have the Thirst Hearse. as their promotional thing. And I'm like, I saw that. I was like, whoever came up with that in the marketing department needs a fucking raise.
Dude,
The Liquid
have
Death
you read
Thirst Hearse,
their,
that is genius.
have you read like their T names?
No, I haven't read any.
Oh,
they-
dude,
I-
or
they all
T
listed
yeah,
them.
T
They-
names, dude, they're fucking awesome.
They
Like,
listed them all, but I just kind of skimmed and scanned over the article. Hold on, I'll see if I can
like
find
my
it.
favorite one, my favorite type of tea is the Arnold Palmer Arizona. Well, their version of it is the armless Palmer.
Yeah, so we have the variety pack. We have the green guillotine. All right,
The Grim Leafer.
Slaughterberry, the green leafer, Rest in Peach, and the dead billionaire, aka Armless Palmer. Okay, that is pretty good. That is pretty funny. But yeah, I just saw that. Yeah, we're gonna have the Thirst Hearse. I'm like, fucking genius. That's like that is genius. That's like the Oscar Mayer Wienermobile, man. That is S tier brilliance in marketing right there. Fucking brilliant. Oh my god.
Maybe they got OJ as a guest star.
Yeah, he's the one in the hearse. Yeah, is he gonna do anything? No, he's dead. Huh? Yeah, he's dead. Huh? Yeah, they're gonna come out with orange juice that's called Wife Killer.
Whoa! Can't wait to get my hands on that.
Yeah, fuck. All right, Dylan, what do you got for your banger of the week?
A banger of the week. I totally forgot about it, by the way, but Hail to the King by Avenged Sevenfold.
That's a good one.
That is a great song.
That's a good song, but I think I can top that. Youth of the Nation by POD.
Okay.
What, you don't like that song? You simpleton?
I probably haven't heard it in forever.
Oh, you fucking asshole. It's a good
What
song.
is it?
Youth of the Nation by POD. Don't listen to it now. We can listen to it.
I have listened to this. I have listened to it.
Oh, okay.
Youth of the Nation. Yeah.
Okay, nobody wants to hear you sing their off-brand Miley Cyrus. So, let's move on to the dumbass.
I came in on a
report.
sledgehammer.
Yeah, no, Dylan came on a fat ass. He came in on an ass. Yo, mama's ass. Let's move on to the dumbass report. And so for the first one, I aptly named Sexy Cars. So I have a video to go along with this. So I'm gonna.
Oh, here we go.
I'm gonna start the video. I'll start a stream so Dylan can watch.
I never graduated from med school.
Great. Now I gotta watch a fucking ad for Xfinity. But anyways, I'll start the
I
stream.
never graduated from med school. Oh, good for you, buddy.
Good for you, as he's doing a fucking heart transplant. Awesome. Thanks for that. Fucking ads on this. Pause it. Full screen. All right, Dylan. Let me start the stream.
Right.
Share my screen. Ooh, not the Pornhub one. All right, Dylan. There you go. Tell me when you're in.
All right, I'm in.
All right. Ready? Let's
Yep.
go.
Man is talking to us after police say a man was arrested for using her car to sexually please himself for 3 years.
Bailey Bockover is live in the
Yes. He
What the fuck?
he was turned on by a fucking car for 3 years.
That car's got a nice tailpipe. Yum.
I'm gonna Cadillac that converter.
studio now with the details. Bailey?
Yeah, Dave Courtney, police use the word mechanophilia to describe the behavior of a man they say they caught on camera. That's a sexual attraction to machines or vehicles.
See that? Why do we got to come up with names for mechanicophilia? What? You know, there's some shit where we could just say retard. That's fine. You know, we don't need to come up with diseases for everything. Okay, you are mentally.
Yeah, no shit.
You are mentally stupid. All right, you need to be in a fucking padded room. I swear to God, if this motherfucker is attracted to like a 1998 fucking Honda Civic, I might go blow my fucking brains out.
I think that's the car in the background there.
The owner
It
of the
better
car
not.
says the pieces of this several-year mystery started to come together when she took her car to the shop multiple times, and it was suggested that
Yeah, with this, I keep finding all the white droppings on my my car hood, but it's January. There's no birds flying overhead.
Oh my god.
someone was
He comes out of the driveway. There's a fucking mini car next to it. How'd that get there? It had a baby.
doing something on it they shouldn't
Little
have been.
tykes.
Yeah, little tyke. Oh my God, it is.
82-year-old Carolyn Taylor of Kinston says
No!
when she started.
What the fuck?
No,
Why are
it's-
they doing it to an old lady's car? That's so fucked.
Dude, I'm looking. It's
They're
like
going to hell.
it's a fucking Toyota Avalon or some bullshit. Oh great, now the fucking video's stuck.
Carolyn Taylor
And
of
it won't
Kinston
load any
says
farther
it was
than
a
that.
couple of years ago when she started.
Thank you, news agency WITN. You guys can go fucking suck a fat cock, you asshole website full of fuckers. So, the 82-year-old victim who lives on doesn't matter where, doesn't know where McCrae, or doesn't know the guy, McCrae, who is the fucking car molester, and says his car, her car has also been urinated on. Go piss
What?
on my car, mate. I thought something was happening from under the hood of my car because whenever he'd come up here, he would urinate all over the hood of the car and it would run all and down, and I thought something was going on with the car. She took it to the shop 3 fucking times. 3 times, right? Arrest warrants accuse the 52-year-old man of getting on the hood of the car and then sexually gratifying himself on multiple occasions. Finally, the cops had put up like a security camera or like a motion detected camera to watch the car, and they caught him on camera, you know, on the car, and then walked up to his door and said, "Hey, yo, you that desperate? You that desperate? You need to get down on the farm with a fucking Toyota Avalon."
Yeah, no shit.
My God, you don't need to watch that no more. Actually, no, you do, but that for later. So. It's pretty fucking stupid. So, but I saw this. You know, you look at some people and you're like, man, that is a pretty wild fucking name, right? That they have, like, same thing with
pie?
pets.
Yeah.
Huh? Same thing with pets. You know, pets can have some pretty weird name. I mean, like, you shouldn't call a pet, I don't know, like Jeremy or something. You should not give it, like, a full-on, like, regular person's name, in my opinion, most times, right? But a pet insurance company, has invited the public to vote on some of the most unusual animal names for its annual Wacky Pet Names Prize. Some of the
Is there a cat named Concrete there?
I don't know. Let's find out. The finalists in the dog category are Boots with the Fur,
Okay.
Chug Chug Pickles,
What the
Lil Richard Simmons sweater to the oldies. That's rolls right off the fucking tongue. Though this one will like Lord Waddles,
Lord Waddles?
Lulu the Conqueror of that ass. Molly from Corporate, Mr. Pizza Puff, One Love Tiny Dancer Princess Margaret Rose Windsor. Let's keep this to less than a fucking paragraph for names, people. Team the Bandit Player, and then Dylan's personal favorite, The News. Hey, where's The News at? Laying on the front porch. All right, go grab him, read his ass, see what he's got to say. Feline finalists are Balsamic Vin, Car Alarm.
Balsamic vinegar?
Yeah, no, just Vin. Just Balsamic Vin. That's it. Car Alarm, Itty Bitty Kitty Committee, Meow-nays. Oh, that's a good one. Samsung Family Hub Refrigerator. Seriously, these are not
What the
fucking names,
fuck?
man. Skull Crusher. Where Skull Crusher has just fucking like little cat, like little kitten walks in. That's Skull Crusher. Oh yeah, okay. Steph Purry, and Tony Scarface Baloney.
Hey, that's a great name for a cat.
What's up, Scarface? The finals.
Hey, Tony Baloney.
Hey.
The fucking going on, dude.
The finals in the exotic category are a rabbit named Beelzebun, a ferret named Boo Boo Bean, a snake named Boop Noodle, a guinea pig named Cow Pig, a lizard named Frosted Mini Wheats, a macaw named Magic Nugget, another ferret named Mumbo Jumbo, pig named Snoop Hoggy Hog, rabbit named Thord Odibun. Thord Odibun, God of Bunder. I don't know.
What the fuck?
And then my personal favorite, a tortoise named Midsize Sedan.
Mid-sized sedan? What the fuck?
Yeah, take the midsize sedan to the store. Fucking take you all week. What do you mean take him to the store? So, this last one for the, well, second to last one, but one will roll into Master Debaters. But for this one, so a week, about a week and a half ago now was the total eclipse that went through, a good portion of the U.S., right?
Yep.
And so a bunch of people were, obviously they got the glasses out and all that bullshit. A bunch of news agencies were all covering it and stuff. And there was a Mexican news agency that was taking the feed, obviously, from someone else, and they were all talking about it and shit like that. And they got a little bit more than they bargained for. So, Dylan, I'll start the stream for you on this one again.
Oh, great.
The quality is kind of shit because it's off of Twitter, and I can't make the quality any better. But you won't need better quality. So
Okay.
all right, Dylan. So here right now they're showing a shot of it. Looks like complete totality from somewhere in Arkansas. You can see the ring of fire around the moon as it's covering up the sun.
The ring of fire.
Yeah, the Johnny Cash special. And so it has it's like a 3-box. They have like a 3-box. So like in the bottom right they have the news people at the anchor desk or whatever. Above that is a regular shot of the Johnny Cash Ring of Fire, and then on the left side is like a moving shot of moving shot of the Johnny Cash Ring of Fire, right? So obviously they're like, hey, what you got? Talking in fucking Spanish. I don't know what the hell they're saying or something like that. I'm not a linguist. Can barely speak English. So, all right. So now they did like a little graphic. Oh, that's kind of a weird looking shot. It's like a bright light and
Jesus Christ.
some dude took a bright light,
What the fuck?
shined it at a camera, and then dropped his hairy testicles in front of the light. Like, oh, there's a total eclipse. Oh,
Yeah,
my
he must
God.
have had some balls to do that,
Oh, my
huh?
God. And you can
Can't
hear-
see what I get in there.
Yeah, you can see a hairy scrotum come down. Oh, my God. You can hear, like, one of the newscasters. Listen.
Monclova, Musquis, donde está tu familia, Piedras Negras y Acuña.
You can hear the little, as she realizes what it is. Like, oh, shit. Yeah, they can imagine they cut away from that shot real quick. Oh, man, that poor producer. He's going to have a fucking bad day. Bad day at work. Not a good day to be for that guy. So,
Holy shit.
Yeah, make sure when you see a total eclipse, you're not getting teabagged. We don't need that type of shit.
Yeah,
So,
no shit.
do I want to watch the video? No, we won't watch the video for that. So, this last one, which will also roll into Master Debaters, is this news story, and it's called, I shower in front of my 18-year-old daughter to show her what a real body looks like. It's a mother, not a father. Mother and daughter, okay?
What the fuck?
Let me just specify that. So, a mom still showers in front of her 18-year-old daughter to show what a real body looks like. Angela, who is 48, has been stripping off in front of D, just single D, no double Ds, since she was a baby, which... well, good back. We'll come back around to that. So she says she sees no point in stopping now, even though D is 18 fucking years old, right? As she wants to teach her about being comfortable in her own skin. Angela, who is a psychologist, said she wants her daughter to know that bodies on social media aren't real. Our bodies are vessels that we have to live in. This is what we have. We should be happy and proud of it. I don't know. I have what I have, and I'm not necessarily proud of it, but if you want to go with that. Now, to be fair, especially for girls, they are definitely subject to a lot more criticism on social media than guys.
Oh, yeah.
Without a doubt, right? Like, oh, you need to Photoshop. You Photoshop, put on a line of makeup. You look like fucking Ronald McDonald, you whore. Holy Christ, right? Little much, right? D, who says this has made me feel comfortable because now I know what reality is like. We may not always love our bodies, but even so, we should respect it because we only get one body, unless you have an out-of-body experience. If we love our bodies, then no matter what anyone says, you won't feel bad about yourself. Okay, as I look down at my big ass fucking ab that's in front of me. Angela said showering in front of her daughter from a young age has helped her daughter become confident and happy in her body. We should help our young people be comfortable with who they are. It is so nice to see the confidence in her own self as she has grown. We know that people have different body shapes and all sorts. Don't forget, I have these things falling to the south. Yeah, it happens when you get 48, right? Yeah, make her feel good. Oh yeah, by the way, these are gonna sag. It's important to show people do change. Angela said she will also walk around the house naked, and her daughter isn't fazed by this, as it is what she has been brought up around. What if you, like the UPS guy coming to drop off a package, right? Look in the front window, and there's the daughter sitting on the couch watching, I don't know, SpongeBob or some bullshit. And here comes 48-year-old Angela just fucking walking around, shit hanging down to her knees, right? Like, you know what? This doesn't need to be signed for. I'll just leave it on the porch here. It's fine.
Right, and just being like, you know what? I'm good today. I've already been attacked by 3 dogs. I'm not gonna do this.
Yeah, let's just skip this house. To me, this is me. This is who I am before I wear clothes. When we come to terms with who we are, nothing out there threatens you. Like I get it. Like at the point when she's younger, but at what point do you stop? Like obviously, when they are, a baby, like, obviously, one, you're taking a fucking bath in the kitchen sink, right? But then you start getting old enough to, like, you taking baths, and then maybe you take you go into, like, the bathroom with either ma or dad, whoever you're with, or then you take a shower. Like, at what point does it, like, no, you could do this on your own, right? You could do this one on your own. You don't need our help anymore. What point do you think that is, Dylan?
Probably when they're, like, fucking damn, like 10. Like even that's feels a little.
I think
that's
too
old.
A little late, if you ask me. I think by the time you hit first grade, because you already have to be potty trained to go to kindergarten most times, right? So you 5-6-year-olds, you're already potty trained. You don't need help from mommy and daddy. All right, maybe to wipe your ass if you have a total blowout or some shit. I don't know, right? But you should be able to at least bathe yourself by like first grade, I would say. At the least, so like 6-7 years old. I mean, that's just me.
Yeah, I can see that because I started like right when I was about 7.
And by that point, also too.
And my mom just like would walk in, she'd be like, "If you need anything, just holler."
Yeah, right. Like walk in every once in a while to make sure he's not trying to how long he can hold his breath underwater, right?
Yeah, you just see your kid floating in the bathtub.
You're like, he does that all the time. He'll be fine in an hour, so he'll come back up. Hour? Holy shit! Fucking blue whale in there. God damn.
I like the message of like, you're trying to get your daughter comfortable in her own body and stuff, and like, don't believe what anybody else says. Like that message. The way she's doing it, not so much.
Yeah, not so much.
You don't need to be fucking stark naked every time your daughter comes over.
Yeah, what if she's trying to bring over, one of her friends? Do you do it in front of the friends too? Like, right, just so your friends know this is what you look like when you have 3 kids and you're 48. Thanks, Ma. Thanks. Your uterus is on the ground. Pick it up. Jesus Christ,
But
yeah, I agree with the messaging, but like 18, are we for real right now? I mean, because now she's to the point where it's probably she's so desensitized to it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like
obviously being that round, but it's like how I don't know what it's like around. What is it gonna be like around friends or when she gets a boyfriend or whatever? Like if she goes to college, is she just gonna be walking around the fucking dorm, just shit's just flying around? I mean, most of the guys would probably like that, but
comfortable in my own skin. Yeah, that's good, but there's like children here.
That's fine, right? But we're in English 101. Put some goddamn clothes on, you whore. What are you doing? Seriously. So, but all right, Dylan. I heard you told me that you have a quote of the week from Brianna.
Yes. Oh my God, I totally forgot that. I do have a quote of the week.
So is this because Brianna did something or Brianna said something?
There's two quotes of the week.
Oh, dude, we're getting a 2-for-1 special. All right, Dylan.
Yes. Hold on, let me bring up my document. Yeah, that's right. I have a document now.
Dylan's finally learned that if he writes this shit down.
Okay. First one I'm going to say is we were at her sister's softball game, and we're sitting there, and all of a sudden they come out on the announcements like, if your name is Wade and you lost an inhaler, please come get it.
Your name is Lee.
Brianna proceeds to look at me and go, "Hey, you gonna go get that inhaler?" I'm like, "What are you talking about?" She's like, "Well, you know, an inhaler's an inhaler. Take it when you can." I'm like, "Are you fucking serious?
Yeah,
Are you
right?
serious?"
Yeah, Dylan's up here
Damn.
stealing this guy's inhaler. Meanwhile, the dude's behind him, fucking laying on the floor, spazzing out because he can't breathe. Like,
you know.
Dylan's like, "Oh, possession's only 9/10 of the law. This is my inhaler now." As he walks away, the dude's dying from his eczema. Jesus, fucking no chill.
And then, no chill. Speaking of that, our second quote: "If our kid says they are a furry, we are taking them to a vet to have them put down."
Hey, I agree with that one. That's okay. I agree with that. Jesus. Yeah, do you get like the pet crematorium price, so it's only like a few $100s rather than cremate a whole person?
What this goes back to when I went to Texas for schooling, I'll say. And the teacher there, it was fucking hilarious. He's like, because obviously we have our name tags and then where we're from, and obviously mine said the city and then Michigan. Mm-hmm. And he's like, in Michigan, did they have somebody that identified as a fucking cat in one of the schools? Now, need I mind you, no, they did not. It was debunked. It was just rumors, but no, it didn't happen. And he's like, if that ever happened, and I was a substitute teacher, and I go, is Jamie here? And I hear, meow. I'm going to be like, the fuck? Is Jamie here? And I hear her meow. And I tell her to go to the office. I'm going to start barking at her like a dog. All right.
Yeah, go up there and start dry humping her. No, I identify as a dog, so it's okay.
Whoa.
Yeah, substitute teacher dry humping a 14-year-old. Oh, I'm a dog, so it's okay. In dog years, I'm 14 times what? That's 128, or no. Yeah, no. 98 years old. I'm 100 years old. It's okay. It's okay. I'm like, I don't know about that, my guy.
All right, buddy, calm down.
Settle the fuck down. Take your little flagpole somewhere else. Christ. All right, then let's keep rolling into it. Let's
yet we put you down, huh? How about that?
How about that? Yeah. How about let's go into the back room and just trying to put you down.
I'm sorry, Yeller.
Yeah. What's your fact of the week there, too, Dylan?
Fact of the week.
Going back to states.
Obviously, we have been doing the 50 states, and of course, we've gone through Alabama, Alaska, Arizona, Arkansas. I almost said Arkansas.
It is Arkansas.
California, Colorado, Connecticut, Delaware. Florida was last week, so now Florida and Georgia, I believe. So now we're on to Hawaii.
Oh boy.
Hawaii, the only state covered entirely by its own time zone. Hawaii Aleutian also doesn't observe daylight saving.
So
Idaho, pimp.
Wait. So for Hawaii, it's the only state that's. Oh, okay, I get you now. It's the only state that occupies its own time zone. Okay, I was like, what are you talking about? There's many states that are in the same time zone. Oh, never mind. I would. Are you sure about that? No, you know what? Alaska's in 2 because Juneau is on the western part of Canada. So, yep, okay. Never mind. Because Hawaii is actually 5 hours behind us. I think most of Alaska is 4 hours behind us. But you have the part where, like, Juneau is, and that's on, like, the western part of Canada.
Yeah.
And so that's probably in the Pacific time zone.
Gotcha.
So, but okay. Anyways, to the potato state.
Boise celebrates the new year by dropping a 16-foot tall. Jesus Christ. A 16-foot tall steel and foam potato.
Of course they do.
In the state capital. Every year, thousands of spectators gather to watch
the dictator. Oh.
The fucking giant-ass potato going down.
Going down like a lead balloon.
Like,
it's like,
yeehaw, dude! This fucking tater going down this steel shit is fucking hilarious.
That's one of those things where it's like, of course they use a giant potato. Of course they use a giant fucking potato.
Of course they do.
Of course they do. So, okay. Let's move on to some smooth brain trivia. Where's my button at? There it is. a little out of practice. You take a week off, and all of a sudden now it's like we're fucking rookies again. So, Smooth Rate Trivia. Dylan is on the hot seat today. So I have 10 questions for Dylan. You'll have 69 seconds to answer said 10 questions. If you pass on a question, I'll come back around to it. And the timer will start after I get done reading the first question. So, I can already tell you one now. Probably it'll be the first question I read. If I were you, unless you could think of it right away, I would pass on it and then come back around to it. But we'll see how you do, because I did provide a hint, because you're probably gonna stumble a little bit. So, but all right, Dylan, are you ready to get?
I am
9 for 10 for probably like the third time.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, your turn will begin in 3, 2. Just my mic a little bit. 1. What is the largest desert in the world? Your hint being not a traditional desert.
Antarctica.
Name the big 3 automakers.
Ford, GM, and Chrysler Fiat. I can't remember what they're called now.
What country has hosted the most Olympic Games?
Russia.
What month and year did World War II start?
What month and year?
Correct.
1941. May. I don't fucking know.
At what an angle that is greater than 90 degrees is called what?
Obtuse angle.
An angle that is less than 90 degrees is called what?
Acute.
How many continents are there?
7.
What was the last state to join the United States?
Hawaii.
Name the big 4 U.S. sports leagues.
NBA, MLB, NFL, NHL.
What country did the popular store IKEA originate from?
Sweden. I'm gonna change my answer for one of them, by the way.
You better say quick.
August. Fuck.
August.
There you go. August 1941.
You're gonna change it to August 1941.
1941. That doesn't sound right.
Well, let's
1940.
see. Let's see.
Jesus Christ.
Let's see how you did here, Dylan. So.
I can't remember the fucking month. And I love World War. Well, I don't love World War II. I just like.
Yeah, Dylan was all about the Holocaust and shit. He's like, yeah, I love that. All right, so this one, you actually answered it quite quick. Now I wish I wouldn't have gave you the hint, but what is the largest desert in the world? The hint.
I'm gonna stop you right there. Even if you didn't give me the hint, the same answer would have been the same, Antarctica.
That's what I'm saying. I wish I wouldn't have gave you the hint now because you answered it so quick. Anyways, the answer is Antarctica. That is correct. Name the big 3 automakers. You said Ford, General Motors, and then you're like, Chrysler, Fiat. I would have taken Chrysler, Fiat, Chrysler, or Stellantis because they're all the same.
That's what it is, Stellantis.
It's all the same. What country has hosted the most Olympic Games? You struggled on this a little bit, but you eventually settled on Russia.
Russia.
Russia, to my knowledge, has only hosted like 2 Olympic Games. I could be wrong. Let's see. Japan, Italy, United Kingdom. You didn't put Russia on here. What the hell? Oh wait, the former Soviet Union. What? Yes, I was right. Russia has only hosted the Olympic Games twice: the 1980 Summer Olympics in Moscow, and then the 2014 Winter Olympics in Sochi.
Oh, okay.
The correct answer is the United States.
I should have guessed the United
4
States.
and 4.
Jesus Christ.
They hosted in 1904, 1932, 84, 96 for the Summer Olympics, and then the Winter Olympics were 32, 1960, 1980, and 2002. So
it's been a while since we've.
Yeah, since 2002. Although I think Los Angeles has it in 2028. Don't quote me on that.
I know we're going back to Brazil, aren't we?
No, not to my knowledge.
No?
They're going to this year. It's in Paris. So we got that one wrong. What We'll skip that one. An angle that is greater than 90 degrees is called what? You said obtuse? It's correct. An angle that is less than 90 degrees is called what? You said acute. Oh, he's so cute. Correct. 4 for 5. Sorry. How many continents are there? Pretty quickly said 7. It's correct. What was the last state to join the United States? You said Hawaii. That is also correct. They joined on August 21st, 1959. Alaska became a part of the U.S. on January 3rd of 1959. So, by only 8 months, basically. Name the big 4 U.S. sports leagues. I don't know what order you said it, but you said NFL, MLB, NBA, and NHL. That is correct. What country did the popular store IKEA originate from? Very quickly said Sweden. Sweden is correct. So now we'll loop back around to this one. What month and year did World War II start? You first said May of 1941. And then you had so much fucking time at the end that we could have baked a cake and ate it, that you then changed it to August of 1941. Now, obviously, we all know in 1941, December 7th is a day that'll live in infamy, and I believe on December 8th is when the U.S. officially joined World War II. World War II ended on September 2nd of 1945 with the signing of surrender of the Japanese on the USS battleship, battleship USS Missouri. World War II started by the Nazis invading Poland.
1939 is when it started.
On September 1st of 1939.
Because I'm an idiot.
Yes, you are.
I don't know why my brain went to mush, and I was like, 41.
Well, probably because 41 sticks in our heads as Americans, because we didn't participate in the first 2 years of World War II. We sold shit because we're like, we're a business person doing business, we're gonna profit off this a little bit, right? So, well, you still did pretty good, Dill. You got 8 out of 10.
Fucking idiot, though. I should have got the World War II one at least. God damn.
You felt like you were starting to rush, even though you had so much time left.
It's not that I wasn't, I didn't feel like I was rushing. I just know a lot of, I know a lot of useless facts. Like when Hawaii entered the United States. I know it's the last state to be the United States. And it wasn't even going to become a state, but they're like, you know what? We're going to make you a state.
We're gonna do that. So, all right, let's move on to the OGTA server news. So, for this first one, I have it as called, you have your own lane, fucking use it, right? So, a Florida man who's 73 has been arrested for pulling a military-style knife on a child riding a bicycle.
What the fuck?
Yeah. They were police in Winter Springs, Florida, responded to a disturbance call in the area of whatever fucking road.
Oh, this guy does look like he'd pull a knife on somebody.
And the call was about a man who had pointed a knife at a child. Police spoke with the child at his home. He told police he was riding his bike home when he was stopped by a man later identified as this retard, who then pointed a military-style knife at him for riding his bicycle on the sidewalk and not in the bike lane. You know what? Valid point. Motherfucker, we spent all this taxpayer money on this fucking bike lane for you, and you're still riding on the side. I would have karate chopped his ass off that bike. Clothesline, bitch. The child, who was visibly scared, said he apologized to the man and then rode his bike home, where he then told his mom, "Yeah, mommy, I almost died." What? Yeah, I almost had the hash slinging slasher come after me. The officer says that Schaefer admitted he was upset that the child was not riding his bicycle in the bike lane and then pointed his knife towards the child because he believed his life was in danger due to his age. What? What? What the fuck? What if the kid was like on a Barbie bicycle or some bullshit like, oh yeah, I'm real scared of him,
I think there's actually a thing where kids don't have to ride in the bike lane. They can ride on the sidewalk.
I'd rather in most cases ride on the sidewalk because most times bike lanes are still on the main road.
Yeah.
You know, now
Like
if
I would
it's like-
rather have a lot. I don't understand why we even made the bike lane thing to begin with.
Well, what they should do, in my opinion, is just make the sidewalks wider. Just make the sidewalks the fucking bike lane, right? I get why they don't do it because sidewalks are only usually, you know, like 36 inches wide or something like that. So, yeah, if you have people walking and a guy on a bike, yeah, it can get a little tight. Well, then just make them 5 foot wide. Just make sidewalks 5 foot wide. Rather than fucking spending taxpayers' money on taking a fucking lane out of the road that is used by cars every day for a motherfucker who ride on bikes who use it maybe once a goddamn year. You want something to get me fucking fired up is when they take road space and they use them for fucking bike lanes. And you drive by, it's like, oh boy, I'm real glad we spent all this money for all the bikers that use this fucking bike lane every day, as there's not a single goddamn cocksucker using it. Glad we spent all this money on that. Now I'm stuck behind some dickwad doing fucking 20 and a 55 because I can't get around him because it's only a single lane and not two. But thank God the bike lanes or bikers have their own fucking lane. Even though they'll still then ride in the fucking road because they're fucking assholes. This next one is a Florida guy is accused of using children to roam the streets to collect money for a fake nonprofit. The nonprofit was his back wallet. So a 36-year-old Longwood man was arrested after he used children to help collect money for a nonprofit that doesn't exist. A trooper with the Florida Highway Patrol said they conducted a traffic stop of a Chevrolet Raper van in Gainesville. The trooper said the license plate reader showed the man's owner had a suspended license. Well, of course he did. That's just a suggestion of an actual driver's license. He was then unable to provide a driver's license when he was asked for one. Troopers also noted a young child in the back of the dude's van. When he asked about the child, Jean said the juvenile's name was Justin. Okay? Gets better. The trooper also noted a very strong 420 smell and asked if he had a medical marijuana card. He said he did not and was brought to the front of the trooper's car prior to a probable cause search. Jean told troopers that nothing illegal was in the car, but then later said that there was some 420 in the van. This is the best part of it, right? Troopers said then they asked the child to exit the vehicle by using the name Justin. But then the juvenile told the trooper his name was actually Brian.
Oh my God.
So he has this kid in the back of his van. God knows where he picked him up at, right? And he doesn't even know his actual name. Holy shit.
Yeah, his name's Justin.
His name is child molester. That's what his name is. According to the report, 18 grams of marijuana was found in a bag behind the front seat, and a scale inside another bag next to the driver's seat was found during the search. A THC pen was also found in the center of the vehicle next to his suspended license. Oh, it just keeps getting better for this dumbass. Let's see. The child then told troopers that he was aware the drugs were inside the vehicle. Well, yeah, if you can fucking smell it, it's not like we just drove by a weed farm. You know, it's not one of them deals. Troopers also said it was discovered during the investigation that Gene was transporting 4 kids from the Orlando area to use them to ask for money from citizens under a fake nonprofit called Awareness Youth.
I guess these kids need to be aware of like some fucking
they need to be. Yeah, there's the irony in that they need to be. Yeah, these youth need to be aware of themselves. According to the report, the other children were found in separate locations by the troopers. It should be noted that the children were left unattended to roam the streets asking for money under the dude's instruction, right? The troopers said the children kept $4 for every $10 they collected. Oh, well, they're just businessmen doing business, right? So, yeah, top tip. First of all, don't go fucking kidnapping children to have them collect money or a fake nonprofit. And then if you are, at least know what their fucking names are, right? And second of all, just don't drive with a suspended license. He would have never gotten pulled over, most likely, if he wouldn't have had a suspended license. Oh, my God. Fucking dumbasses, man.
God damn.
Jesus. So, all right. Let's move on to some old My Strange Addiction. And this one is a woman. Well, hold on. I forgot. I gotta start the old stream here.
Can I watch the streamer now?
Yeah, you can. Oh, well, yeah, you can watch it. There's nothing special about waiting for it. So.
Whoa!
What? What?
Michigan?
I know this is from Redford, Michigan, which is over in the Detroit area. So, again, if you want to watch the video, you can watch this on our Patreon once we are done recording. If you actually want to watch the video, but here we go from Redford, Michigan. It's a woman who eats household cleaner 10 times a fucking day.
My name is Crystal. I have 5 beautiful children. And I have an odd habit of ingesting household cleanser.
That's
She's eating fucking bleach.
Well, dried bleach, but yes. Basically.
I know what that is. That's Ajax. Motherfucker, that is bleach.
Yeah. Yeah, it's powdered bleach. So I was kind of hoping that she was going to put it in her hand, then get like a card, cut it up, and then snort it. Not going to lie. I was really hoping that was going to happen, but like, are we
seen like the
are we sure that's actually bleach, guys?
The TikTok where he reacts to people cleaning. He's like, let's see how fast it'll take to make mustard gas. And they use like Lysol toilet bowl cleaner, and they put Ajax in there, and he's like, well, ammonia and bleach. There we go, mustard gas.
Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of scary how quick you can make chemical warfare by just buying shit from the grocery store. And then a simple chemistry, knowledge of chemistry.
I first started using the cleanser to clean with.
Yes, because that's what you do. Yeah, I first started using the cleanser to paint the walls with. What? Well, of course you used it to fucking clean, you dumbass bitch. Jesus.
And I would start.
It's like I used to buy toilet paper, not to wipe my ass, but then to, hang it as decorations inside the house. What?
Smelling it, it would actually make my mouth water.
Okay. Who the fuck is sniffing bleach and being like, this actually smells good?
Dude, I smell bleach and I'm like, oh my God. It's like, no, I do not like the smell of bleach very much.
I smell bleach and I'm like, God damn, it smells clean in here, but fuck me. And lightheaded.
Am I at a hospital now? Jesus.
The first time that I tried it, immediately afterwards, I was totally freaked out and I was really frightened.
Yeah, because you just started
fucking basically ate poison.
Yeah, you just started poisoning yourself. Holy shit! Crystal has been eating cleanser for more than 30 years.
She isn't dead yet?
Holy Christ. Dude, her kidneys must hate her. Yeah, she eats up to 10 times a day.
I like the texture, kind of grainy. Sometimes it's kind of like having sand in your mouth.
I hate sand in my mouth. Anything grainy and gravel like that, not about that. That shit sucks, man.
Like sand, the only thing that's like, because I'm not out there eating it purposely, but when you accidentally get it in your mouth, the crunch is satisfying. I'm not gonna lie. The crunch is satisfying, but I wouldn't actively go out there and put fucking handfuls of sand in my mouth.
Why not, Dylan? You sound like you're pretty interested in it.
Or you like crunching, you're like, ooh, I just ate some fucking sand. Awesome.
Great, swell,
It's got that grainy texture called death.
Yeah, she got it from she didn't get it from the thirst hearse. She got it from the bleach hearse.
The bleach hearse.
The clean hearse.
It doesn't make you high. It doesn't give you a kick. I'm not sure.
Then why do it? People smoke weed to get high, right? People snort cocaine to get a high, right? Why are you just... At least, people smoke lung darts to relieve stress. That's what cigarettes are for, right? They're killing themselves, but it's doing this at least. It's not the best way to do it,
it's like,
but it does.
Well, it's just like marijuana for like people that have like cerebral palsy or anything. It calms their nerves.
Yeah. But
so there's always a reason for it.
Right.
This bitch is just like, I like bleach because, well, I like bleach.
Or what it is.
Okay.
But it satisfies something in me.
Crystal was abused as a young girl. She started eating the cleanser shortly after.
Maybe there's...
So that's where it comes from, is that somehow it's a coping
trauma
from being beat. I don't get that though.
Relation between feeling dirty inside and maybe I did it because I felt like I needed to be clean. Is it something I've been trying to do to maybe destroy myself and not take responsibility for it like
Yes.
somebody that just takes a belt and hangs themselves does? It's horrible.
Oh, we didn't need to turn it up to 100 there, though. Jesus.
Holy
Horrifying.
shit! Turning the emo kid pinata into a TV show, huh?
And I allow myself to think about it in terms like that.
Yes, very few millions of people know of Crystal's addiction. She is finally ready to confide in her daughter.
I think it's sad that since she was abused, obviously the implication is not just getting beat on. I think she was sexually abused, but the fact that she has to eat cleaner to make herself feel clean, that's a little heartbreaking for me.
You know, you are one of the
Jenny! Sorry.
most important people in my life. And
I want you to start eating bleach with me, please.
Here, put this on your pizza. It fucking makes it absolutely delicious.
I have been eating this household cleanser.
What?
Oh, dude, she's like, huh?
Huh?
The
That look she gave was like, when someone farts and you're just like, was that you? That was the look that she gave.
yeah.
Creepy, I know.
Kind of blindsided me, Mom.
I know.
I'm sorry, I don't know what to say.
The look on her face, it hurt my feelings because she looked frightened.
How often do you do it?
Yeah, my mom's a druggie. Oh, what does she do? Like heroin, cocaine, meth? No, harder shit. Harder shit. Fentanyl? No, bleach. Huh? Yeah,
Bleach.
she's fucking eating
Pussy.
she's eating Clorox with her goddamn Wheaties in the morning. Huh?
Daily,
For how long?
since I was 12.
What is this doing to your insides? You don't ingest things like that.
No, you are not. Yeah, you're right. You don't. You just are not supposed to. I mean, you can. You're just not supposed to.
I think
I don't know. It's burning a hole in her fucking colon, though. Holy
Yeah, right?
shit.
that I downplayed.
No, genius, right? You can't have cancer when you're eating bleach. That kills the cancer because bleach kills everything, right? This bitch might be onto something.
Oh shit, you're right.
Holy shit, she's fucking five-heading it out here.
Through the years, maybe the harm that it could have done. Sorry.
I think the harm that it did do is to your fucking brain.
Yeah, it's got a couple holes in it. It's definitely,
It's killing her brain cells for
yeah,
sure.
it's definitely pretty damn smooth if you ask me.
You need to be apologizing to yourself.
Maybe I need to matter to me more than I do.
The next day, Jenny asks her mother to show her how she eats the cleanser. I want to be just like you, mommy.
Let me get a taste.
I put a little in my hand like this, okay? And then sometimes I do it like this. Get my finger wet. Like that. Yeah, I know, honey. Or sometimes just like this.
Pause it. These two could not look any fucking different, dude.
Well, she's had 5 kids, so
The mom's over here
one's
like,
been taking
this
cleanser.
is what you do. And poor fucking Jennifer's over here like, oh, do you have the time to listen? She's like, God, Mom, I hate you. Eat more bleach. Damn.
All right. Well, I mean, if you look at it, one's been eating bleach for 30 years, right? That's doing something. And I can't imagine she doesn't smoke a cigarette every now and then just by how she looks, right?
Oh, she's giving off cigarette mom vibes.
Yeah, honestly.
I know, but that's the way that I've done it. And that's basically the way that it is. Except for when I was younger, it was putting it in my hand and mixing it with the water and then making this little paste.
Oh, we've just skipped that
How the
step now.
fuck did it change color, dude? It went from white to blue.
Probably that's just how it does. I don't know.
Dude,
I don't know.
what
I'm not a
fuck?
professional bleach sniffer out here, so you're asking the wrong person about this one, all right?
Did you ever read like the warning label?
Yes, I did, and it actually says that
Yeah, it's just a suggestion. It's like the speed limit on the highway.
if you ingest it, to drink a glass of water and call your physician.
Maybe harmful if swallowed or inhaled.
I love how, again, I would say I love how it says maybe, but then again, she's still living, so you're right. I guess it
is
a maybe, I guess. It's not a guarantee.
Wash hands after handling and before eating, drinking, chewing gum, using tobacco, or using the toilet. They don't want this anywhere inside of you.
I'm sorry. I am, honey, and I love you so much. Back in 1994, I had almost everyone had to have a root canal and a crown or a cap or a bridge. Above my eye teeth, these knots will come up that'll have pus in them. It really concerns me because that's very dangerous. It can kill you.
Then don't
just
eat
fucking
the bleach.
Stop.
We're
Just
at the
do
dentist
meth or
office
something.
Yeah, right? If you're going to do drugs, do drugs.
to find out
There's a quote of the week right there. If you're going to do drugs, do drugs.
what the prognosis is on my teeth.
The shit's fucked.
I'm nervous about being told you're gonna lose them all, there's no saving them. It's
That's all right. We got dental implants. They're pretty good these days, let me tell you.
nerve-wracking.
I reviewed your health history and I had a chance to look at your x-rays.
Okay.
And we can talk about what's going on. My initial reaction when I saw Crystal's x-rays was shock. This is probably one of the worst mouths I've ever seen. It's comparable to someone who is addicted to meth. Okay. How did your teeth get?
But she don't do meth. Oh, great. Now she's got to tell the dentist. How'd your teeth get like this? I eat Ajax. What? Yeah, I eat Ajax. The cleanser, yeah? I use it as toothpaste.
I'll show you how I do it right now. No.
Yeah, I brought some with me. They had a sale. It's a fucking pulls out like a 3-pound goddamn container of it. Yeah, it was on sale.
Get so eroded. I know that you have a history of tobacco use, but
I told you she likes a
Holy
blunt dart.
shit, what
Told
a
ya.
fucking call, dude.
Fuck yeah, I told you she had that smoker's look.
I have been
And she just needs to put that little voice thing in her throat. And then she'll be really all set for the future. Skibbity bobbity boobity.
ingesting a household cleanser for 30 years plus.
Okay, the dentist, I think these two could be fucking sisters. I mean, they do not look that far off from each other. Maybe like, she's been smoking for 30 years, the dentist has only been doing the last 20 years, so she's a little bit behind, but she's catching up.
For 30 years plus.
the acid content in the cleanser has slowly eroded the enamel of Crystal's teeth away. And she's to the point now where everything's gone. I have some good news and some bad news. The bad news is all the teeth on top need to come out. There's no saving any of them. Okay. The good news is that we can save some on the bottom.
How many teeth does a human have? I think like what, 24, 26, somewhere
32.
in there? Is it 32?
Yes, it is 32 teeth.
Okay. So it's like, yeah, we can good bad news is we gotta take some out. The good news is we can save 2. Oh, okay, yeah, we'll do it. Just take
We'll
it.
save 2 of them.
You're already going in there and rip it out. Just do it all, man. Just do it all.
We prepared a treatment plan for you.
That's like needing new tires on your car. Like, yeah, you need new tires, but this one has 230 seconds of tread on it, so we'll save that and run it a little bit longer.
Yeah. No.
Whenever you're ready to begin.
Wow, okay.
It's $19,000.
Jesus Christ!
Holy shit, dude. Just to get your fucking teeth pulled, I'll fucking take a hammer and do it myself.
That's probably... Yeah,
Holy
here,
shit.
stick this hunk of concrete in there. No, I'm assuming that's for, like, implants, too, and everything, but God will fucking...
implants are like
damn.
10 grand alone.
Oh, yeah, it's ridiculous. Of course, if you just didn't use fucking Ajax as toothpaste, for the last 30 years and just use regular, I don't know, Crest or Colgate.
Yeah. Worth of damage and repair that the cleanser addiction has done.
Financially, I can't do it.
I'm never going to financially recover from this.
Do you think that you can do it mentally?
I could do it mentally, yeah. I have to.
If you can commit
She said
to me-
financially she can do it.
Can't.
Mentally?
Cannot.
No, go back. I think she said she can.
I have to.
If you
keep going, keep going.
Financially, I can't do it.
Sound like she said
do you
can't.
think that you can do it mentally?
I could do it mentally, yeah. I have to.
If you can commit to me that you're going to stop eating the cleanser, I would like to do this work for you for free.
Pro bono.
Okay.
And that's because the producers gave me a $20,000 check in the lobby room. But, you know, that's beside the point.
Hey, there you go.
Thank you.
There you go.
You're welcome.
TLC is doing God's work out here, I guess.
Yeah. Rather than watching some fat bitch eat fucking breakfast that took 3 hours and Dylan was losing his shit over it, which if you want to see that, you can go support us on Patreon, which you can get a 7-day free trial before you start paying us money. And you can watch Dylan lose his mind over how long it took this bitch to eat her fucking 6 pounds of bacon, sausage, and two bowls of fucking grits and 16 dozen of eggs and a box of Eggo waffles.
I want you to be healthy and you have to take care of yourself.
That's not often that I hear of something like this, someone eating cleanser.
Not often. So you've heard it before, though. This is this is the first time I've heard of this. Not for you. The hell kind of neighborhood are you working, bitch? Holy shit. Clorox users welcome.
What made you
Yeah, instead of Alcoholics Anonymous, it's Tide Pods Anonymous.
start doing that, do you think?
I don't know what made me start doing it.
When do you find yourself eating the cleaner? Would you sneak it? Was it a sneaky thing?
Absolutely sneaky, hidey, secrety. Yeah, it was very...
Didn't she say she was traumatized? That's when she started?
Right. No, well, she said she started it then, but she doesn't know why she started actually eating it.
Your life was secrety.
Not when, but actually why. You know, like, what was the reason of why she decided to, let's see what this tastes like.
Oh, wow. I guess the biggest secret that I kept till my 30s was that I was molested.
And now me and Dylan feel like assholes for the last...
And I called it, motherfucker. What did I say? She was sexually assaulted. I'm not, okay, hold on. I'm not saying that I, as a brag or anything, but I told you that this kind of trauma comes with,
this kind of
emotional
damage.
Sexual abuse, you don't feel. You go numb. That's how you survive. Doing things like chewing on clean.
Okay, hold on. Have we just glossed over the main fucking issue here? Where, like, the whole giant fact of her going to the dentist was because she was worried about what the bleach did to her teeth? What about the rest of her body? The fuck did that shit do to the rest of your body?
Yeah, she's still breathing.
Fuck it, I'm still alive. Let's keep going.
Right? Shit's not blood red yet, it's alright.
Makes her feel alive.
I always wanted to be a good person. I don't feel like I necessarily was.
Okay, let it out. Take a breath. There's so much emotional conflict going on in her. It's important, as you and I work together, for you to get in touch with those feelings. So it's not just...
Okay, hold on. Pause it again. This is not anything to do with the episode except for the situation. I personally could not sit in front of a therapist and cry, because if they ever tell me, just let it out, just take a breath, I'd fucking absolutely hit them. Like, shut the fuck up, okay? I'm crying. Leave me alone.
Shoving them down? Are you still using it?
I want today to be the first day that I did not do it today.
Have you done it today?
No.
But it's only 7 a.m., so they still young.
And so you want from this day forward to be true to that?
I do. I think anybody that's addicted...
I just thought of something, right? Okay, if that dentist is going to do the $19,000 worth of dental work for her, okay, how much is she raping regular customers for, like, a cleaning then?
Oh, shit,
I just thought of that. Like, how outrageous is her prices?
Gonna go in, get a $90 cleaning. Hopefully it'll be all right. Your total is $500. $500 for a fucking cleaning?
Jesus, I didn't even get a fucking blowjob. All you did was just give me a high five.
Is absolutely in danger of substituting one addiction for another. My hope is I'm going to substitute something positive for
meth
or a negative.
Meth.
I used to write, and then I had a fire. lost everything. And I never wrote after that.
Wouldn't it be lovely to write down your experiences so someone else doesn't have to go through what you went through?
You know what? If one person wouldn't have to go through what I went through, it'd be worth it.
I want to teach you a little relaxation, stress reduction technique.
Okay.
Just 5 breaths can take you from one place to someplace completely different.
Yeah, lightheaded.
Yeah, you got low iron? Guess what? You about to pass out, bitch.
5, 4, 3. 2. 1.
Piss yourself.
You know, I noticed that when I opened my eyes.
And when you
I'm
up,
sorry.
you're not gonna shit yourself.
I'm sorry.
Snap your fingers.
Yeah.
So I was like,
You gotta do the penguin waddle to the bathroom.
you know, I noticed that when I opened my eyes, I was like,
It's natural, it's normal, it's what we have. And you don't have to pay for that, and it's with you 24/7.
wow, that's profound.
Becoming fully healed when you have
That blew her mind.
Wow.
Simple. Well, she is a woman. They're pretty simple-minded anyways.
an
No, they
illness.
ain't.
This one is.
You know who is?
This one is. She's fucking smooth brain ass bitch.
Okay, yeah, you got.
Like Crystal has is a lifelong enterprise.
Maybe she's old school and she likes to stay in the kitchen because that's where all the cleaning supplies are.
Oh shit, maybe you're right, dude. Holy fuck.
If she can replace the eating the cleaner with writing, that will absolutely help cure herself of this addiction.
And now in 10 years, she's gonna need carpal tunnel surgery. Great thought, therapist. Attaboy. You get a fucking gold star for that. Now she can't afford these fucking implants, and in 10 years, she won't be able to afford the carpal tunnel surgery. You're a fucking genius.
Willpower is going to be the name of the game.
Well, you're gonna invite the IndyCar driver. Oh, I'm sorry, that was a bad joke.
And
If you didn't get that, there's an IndyCar whose name is Willpower. So, sorry.
I should never say never, but I think that it's going to be a matter of being able to honestly say, I used to do that and I don't do that anymore.
Am I the only one that finds it weird how, like, mas who have had, like, 15 children, right, smoke 6 packs a day, always wear the fucking shirt with, like, the glitter bullshit on it? You know what I mean? It's only them.
I do know what you mean.
It's only them that wear it. I think that's the end of it. Crystal has stopped eating cleanser and continues to meet with the psychologist.
Wow, the only one that has a happy ending.
She
Good for
has
them.
filled 2 journals with all of her writings.
Holy shit.
So
Good for her, I guess.
yeah, I guess so. Okay. And if you want to watch Virgins, you can tune into channel 162. And if you want to watch Big Tits TV, that's channel 323. So, just want to say for the podcast listeners, or actually for the Patreon listeners, thank you for watching. Thank you for supporting on Patreon. And
Thank
for
you,
everyone
thank you.
else, go fuck yourselves. No, I'm just kidding. So, yeah, that one I think is the first one we had where it's actually like the person actually wanted to do something about it, rather than just move down to Florida and keep hanging out with the fucking 60-year-old bitch, bagging that old ass poo-tang.
Bagging that dustpan.
Yeah, Jesus, he's got the fountain of youth coming out of him. Heyo. All right, Dylan. Are you ready for some porn star birthdays?
Sure.
All right, let's do some porn. Oh, well, I'm going the wrong fucking way.
Do some porn. Whoa.
But before we do porn star birthdays, ooh, I heard Dylan has a "What Are You So Mad About?"
Oh, we're gonna do "What Are You So Mad About?"
Yeah, it's not running long enough, so I figured we could do that one. So,
right.
So why don't we roll into a little bit of "What Are You So Mad About?"
I don't like them putting chemicals in the water that turn the friggin' frog gay.
Well, do it live. Do it live.
Well, I'm pissed off, Rick. How are you?
It's like some big brolic black dude named fucking McQueen. What in the hell are you doing? This is not Detroit, man. This is the Super Bowl.
That's a biggie.
Watch it, Bob. You know what really grinds my gears? You, America. Fuck you.
Why you have to be
No.
So, Dylan, what are you so mad about?
So what I'm mad about is common sense, and the fact that most of our generation doesn't fucking have it. Okay, now listen. I do have my moments of smooth brain activity. Don't get me wrong. Okay, but for example, my mom's store. She is an assistant manager at a gas station. Okay, it says on the fucking thing, if you buy a donut, you get one free after 5 p.m. Colton, what does that say to you?
I need to wait till 5 p.m. to go get my donuts.
Yeah. So when a young ass kid comes in thinking he's gonna get 2 donuts, and they're like, no, you have to wait till 5 p.m. And he's like, well, it says on the thing, buy one get one free. And then my mom has to go over and point out to him, after 5 p.m., you fuckstick, read the signs. And then he gets all pissed off because he's like, oh, I wanted my free donut. Get the fuck out of here. All right? Shut the fuck up. Go eat your donut, all right? Or buy the 2 donuts. They're like $1.07 together. Like, come on, dude. Come on. The fuck you doing? And man, there's just a lot of shit that, like if you see a fucking sign on a bathroom door that says, hey, closed, don't go in there. I don't care if it's an emergency. Shit in a trash can. I don't give a shit. Go away. It's closed for a fucking reason. It's just like, come on, people. We have this innate ability to have a conscience and fucking use it. That's what I'm mad about.
Just like that. Bathroom is closed. Don't go in there. Yeah, that's a valid point. Yeah, common sense is not common anymore. That's been pretty obvious lately. Like, okay, when we need to, I think common sense officially died when we need to start putting labels on lawnmowers that said, "Do not stick your hand underneath a running lawnmower."
Or the fact that we have that kayak companies have to say, "Do not put in water."
Yeah, so
like,
it relieves
Jesus
them
Christ.
of all legal issues. Yeah, when people are putting shit on their products that says "do not use under any circumstance," just so it relieves them of all legal issues. That's when it's pretty fucking sad.
Yeah, exactly. It's like the fact of, if there's a rule, obviously somebody fucking did it. Like, don't hang off a 3-story balcony and do fucking sit-ups or something. Like, you're
do sit-ups.
Sit-ups, pull-ups, whatever. I'm fat. I don't exercise. Okay? And obviously if you fall, it's like, we warned you about this, and now we have to create a fucking rule because your dumbass couldn't figure it out. Or another thing with common sense is, like, for people just to think for themselves. If you have somebody telling you, well, this is how I think, this is the way you need to think. No. Because then a common sense goes out the window. And you have to think about, like, what this person do. No. Think about what you would do. Don't be a fucking dumbass. Shit.
You
common sense pisses me off.
Well,
holy shit.
The lack of common sense.
Yes, the lack of common sense.
That brings up a valid point. I actually had a "what are you so mad about," but I cut it out because I thought this episode was gonna be longer than it was. But that also brings up my "what are you so mad about" was minimum wage. Now that kind of ties into common sense because in California now, if you work at a McDonald's or a burger, like a fast food joint that has over, I think it was 50 nationwide locations, you have to get a minimum wage of $20 an hour. $20 an hour to flip fucking burgers? That's retarded. And people are like, oh, it's the cost of living. It's going up. Okay, I agree the cost of living going up, but you are not you're not supposed to be meant to be able to live off of, I know that was great English, off of minimum wage your entire life. That's not the point of it. A minimum wage is what it is, okay? Having $1,000 iPhone is not minimum wage. You can live without $1,000 iPhone, okay? You don't need to live in the fucking Taj Mahal of apartments, okay? A little shit shack in the corner would get you by, okay? You don't need a fucking $80,000 new vehicle to drive down the street, okay? A 1998 $3,000 Honda fucking Civic beater, rice burner, would work just fine. What's considered the use for minimum wage is stupid these days. And being $20 an hour, okay? If I gotta go to McDonald's, and it's already getting ridiculous now, fucking like quarter pounder meals over $10, that's another issue in itself, that McDonald's is no longer, okay, they have the $1, $2, $3 menu, okay? Nothing is cheaper than $2 at McDonald's anymore, besides a fucking drink. That's it. That's it. It's fucking McDonald's, man. I'm spending more than if I went to fucking Applebee's. Holy Christ. Minimum wage just blows my mind. People are like, oh, we need to raise minimum wage. We need to raise minimum wage. Minimum wage is too low. If you raise minimum wage, it's going to make the cost of everything go up, okay? McDonald's is not just going to eat the costs of paying the people more. They're going to raise their prices too.
Hang on. Here's an idea. Instead of raising minimum wage, which, like, in turn, what you had said is going to raise everything else, how about these greedy motherfuckers out here lower rent? Because rent is the big issue out here.
Well,
I'm not going to go down and pay $1,000 a month for a shitty little apartment. Okay? If I'm paying $1,000 a month, I better get a lot of shit with it. Because $1,000 is a lot of fucking money. Okay? That's $12,000 a year. Okay? And if I'm making, let's say minimum wage. What's minimum wage now? Like $13, $15
in Michigan?
Something like that?
In Michigan?
Yeah. Let's just do Michigan.
I think it's 12 something.
Michigan minimum wage. Let's go ahead and
I think it's 12 something. I'm not sure.
$10.33 an hour.
How much?
Okay. $10.33 an hour.
Okay.
So you're getting like $400 a week. Okay, and times that by 52, that's like 20 grand a year. A little over. Because of the two. But
right.
but it's like that's $12,000. You have $8,000 now to spend on like your car payment, your insurance, your a lot of things. It's just like, yes, while raising the minimum wage is pretty much not going to help anything because it won't.
All it'll do is just raise the
price. Everything else will just go fucking up.
It'll just raise the price of everything else. Okay, with minimum wage, if someone's offering minimum wage to do this one job, right? But over here, that's the same job, but they're offering maybe $12 an hour rather than minimum wage in Michigan at $12.33. Okay, I get the point of minimum wage. It's mostly in place for like when recessions happen, but like right now, nobody in their right fucking mind in most places in America are offering minimum fucking wage, except in California because it's stupidly high. But you can't even find a place around Michigan that's probably offering minimum wage, even if you fucking tried. Okay, because they need people to work. And so how do they do that? They offer more money per hour. Then let's let the fucking market decide. Rather than inflating it artificially, just let the market decide on what something should be worth to be paid, okay? I don't think someone needs $20 a fucking hour to be flipping burgers at McDonald's. That's a little ridiculous. Take it back. That's really ridiculous. That's not just a little. That's really ridiculous, okay? $20 an hour to flip burgers? I'm in a wrong fucking business then. If that's what the going rate is right now.
$20 an hour. Okay, let's do the math of that. Working probably 40 hours
we'll assume 40 hours a week.
So it's like $800 a week.
Times 52.
Times 50? Dude, that's like 42 grand a year.
To flip burgers at McDonald's. And in fact, you don't even flip burgers anymore. They're double. You just press them because it's a double-sided griddle. You just press them. That's all you do. It just fucking blows my mind what they think minimum wage needs to be.
I think that's absolutely crazy because I don't know. Should I say my wage?
I don't really care. I don't care.
But
now you got to remember the cost of living in California compared to Michigan wildly different.
Yeah, totally different.
Right, but still,
someone in California making let's just say $20 an hour. They get paid. I obviously, so it's less than $1 for me. I get paid 19 something, and but I work 45 hours a week, so I have a mandatory 5 hours
of overtime. Of overtime,
yeah, of overtime,
which is probably time and a half.
I am making 45, and depending on if we get like our regular overtime back, because certain things happen, obviously like the economy slowing down is going to slow us down. Anyways,
Right.
So I can make anywhere from 45 grand to 48 grand a year if I choose to work overtime, like all my overtime.
Right.
But fucking A, dude.
Yeah,
that's some bullshit.
I mean,
they almost make as much as me, and I'm doing. Now, okay, do I think they deserve $20 an hour? Of course not.
No, that's ridiculous.
Should I think like? I think there's a lot of things that should be based on what actually is happening. Like with McDonald's, you're dealing with Karens, and by Karens I mean like people that are fucking stupid. And that will go into McDonald's and pull fucking guns on people because they forgot a chicken nugget. Okay, that type of shit.
That's where
type of shit. Okay, sure. Let's give them a little bit extra.
That's where you get
but not
hazard
no
pay.
fucking $20 an hour. Holy shit.
Yeah, when you're getting hazard pay to work at the McDonald's, goddamn.
Yeah, shit.
What I see minimum wages is like if you say you just got fired from your job or you got laid off, whatever. That could just help you get you by until you find a better job, right? Maybe you're an engineer for whatever, right? I don't want to say a company because fuck them. You're an engineer for Microsoft, right? You get laid off because of XYZ reason. Okay, you just need some money right now just to pay bills until you can get your next job at Boeing or at Apple or whatever, right? So you go work at a minimum wage, just so you have some sort of income. But you're not going to stay there permanently. Minimum wage jobs like that are for like people that are maybe in high school or are in college, right? That not for people that have 4 kids and a fucking house payment. If you are doing that on a minimum wage, you are fucking stupid. That's not the point of minimum wage. It's not the point of minimum wage. Minimum wage is for the people, like I said, that are in high school or in college, right? They're going to school. They don't have the time for a full-time job, but they want a little bit of income so they could go fucking blow it on weed every weekend.
Right. I think it's just there's a lot of like this is what's good and bad about capitalism is you have people out here trying to guess what the market is going to do. And it's just like and the market is its own self-sustaining bullshit. You take one little thing and you fuck it up, and well, guess what? Everything else is fucked now because you fucked it up.
Right.
But there is a lot of things to consider with, I guess, minimum wage is not just like for retail stuff. Like, I think it's, now I'm not going to name the company, but there's a certain gas station that only that only pays their workers $13 an hour, and the bullshit that they have to put up with, I think they should be making a little bit more. But besides the point, right, they shouldn't be making like $20 an hour. That's a little too much.
But if people are willing to go work there at $13 an hour, why would they work more? Or I'm sorry, why would they pay more for that? That right there is the free market deciding that, yep, $13 an hour is enough for this position. $20 an hour is enough for this position. $15 an hour is enough for this position. That's the free market deciding. It's the same thing with houses, same thing with renting apartments and all that stuff. People are like, oh, fucking landlords. If people are willing to pay $2,000 a month, why wouldn't you charge $2,000 a month then? It's not that hard to figure out. You gotta remember, if they're it's not like they're all pocketing that money, okay? If you have your utilities paid for, they gotta pay property taxes on that, and I can tell you right now, property taxes on an apartment complex are not fucking cheap at all. Okay? They probably have to pay for repairs of that building, maintenance and repairs. That's not cheap either. So it's not like they're just trying to screw you for money. And they also got to make some so they could put food on their fucking table, right? If you don't want to pay $2,000 a month, don't be so fucking bougie and want to live at the fucking brand new Bridgewater place or whatever. Maybe go over here where it's maybe not quite as nice, but it's only $1,500 a month or whatever. And I got another problem when it comes to apartments, but that's for another time.
There's I think there's a lot of things to consider with like minimum wage, of course, and stuff. But yeah, I feel like you're just providing like a service to people. You're not like. I think it's ridiculous that let's say you join the military and you get a signing bonus, okay, and they do big signing bonus because it's how you're getting paid, like $25,000. But they do a signing bonus, and that's pretty much your paycheck for the next 6 months. Is that $25,000? And that you're not even getting the full $25,000 because you got taxes coming out and shit. And it's just there's a lot of things that are there's fucky ducky, in my opinion. Like, for example, I don't think an NFL player should get paid millions and millions of dollars a year just to be on national television. Okay, there's people out here risking their fucking lives, during wars and shit, and they get paid a pretty much the same amount as me, $40,000 a year. Mm-hmm. It's like, what the fuck are we doing?
See, I personally think down to that, I don't want to turn it into the thing for military. I mean, I fully support the military, but I think we could do more. I get why they don't want to charge, or I'm sorry, pay maybe 50, 60 grand to each soldier, because I mean, that'd be a lot. I mean, their defense budget is already nearly $1 trillion, right? But I think we could do some other things, like make them tax exempt. Okay, they don't have to pay taxes. Okay, how about that? They don't have to pay taxes on their income for the soldier. Obviously, if maybe the wife works at wherever, they got to pay taxes because whatever. Yeah. But the person who's actually fighting overseas or is in the military just doesn't have to pay taxes on their income. Because it's kind of dumb that they'd pay taxes. They're literally paying taxes to pay themselves. What?
There you go.
It's kind of dumb, right? Just make them.
Guess what? I'm paying myself later.
Right,
fucks.
If they make under $80,000 a year, they don't have to pay taxes or something on their income, right?
Like
income from the military. Income from the military. Obviously, if they work a side job, they're getting 1099. Yeah, different story. But actually, from Uncle Sam, they ain't got to pay taxes on that. Maybe also too, they get free college tuition up to $10,000 a year. For their kids to have college tuition. That's where I think we could do a better job when it comes to veterans and their families and stuff. Is just simple stuff like that.
I think we should do a Patreon thing where we talk about like certain issues.
I like that, Dylan. Mark that down. You can go get that on our Patreon. In fact, right now I actually have the episode that the video from the My Strange Addiction video is processing on Patreon right now. So that'll probably be uploaded before we actually finish the fucking podcast. So, but all right, let's move on to some porn star birthdays. So 3 out of the 4, I added one because yesterday was 420, so I wanted to get one for 420. So 3 out of the 4 were actually from last week-ish when we were going to record. But the first one is, first thoughtie on the list is Abby. There was no last name given, it was just Abby. She is 31 years old, being born on April 14th, 1993. She is Russian. Don't know where from Russia, but she's Russian. Started in porn at the age of 18 in 2011. Standing at 5'8" with 30 Bs. You can paint the ceiling to her over 300 credited films, such as Breaking In, Mr. Plastic, Intense Assgasms 4, 5, 6, and 7.
Jesus Christ.
Butt Fuck Me 10. And Parting the Pearly Pink Gates.
Some of these are just fucking right, like hit the nail right on the coffin.
They just like boom right there. Great, now I'm distracted. I got the TV as the NASCAR race at Talladega, so now I'm fucking distracted. They just started that. Second thoughtie on the list is Lena Rife. I don't know. Also Russian, sorry. 24 years old, being born on April 15th of 2000. Like I said, she's a Russian. Started in porn also at the age of 18 in 2018. Man, then Russians get right to it. The minute they turn 18, boom, right in front of the camera. Standing at 5'6" with 32 Bs. She is quite popular on YouTube and OnlyFans. On YouTube, I don't remember what it was. It was like Adorable Farmer or something like that. It's all Russian, so I'm like, She has been nominated for the Best After Hair Award. Ooh. You can tickle your pickle to her about 75 credited films, such as Fucking Dracula's Daughter.
What the fuck?
Slip It Inside. Hot Teen Finger Fucks Her Wet Snatch. And Cock to Door Service. Third thottie on the list. Now this one is Alex Gray, and she was born on 4/20 of 1996, so she is 28 years old. An American from Fort Benning, Georgia. She started in porn at the age of 19 in 2015. Standing at 5'3" with a set of 32 Bs. She has been nominated for the awards such as Natural Born Cock Killer, Smooth as Silk, also known as Best Bald Beaver, the teeniest vag, and she has won Newcomer of the Year, Best Blasting of a Twitter Troll. I don't know what that means. I don't want to know what it means. And also Good at Being Bad, Bad at Being Good awards. You could whack your mole to her over 300 credited films such as Beefy Present, Ticklish Pussy, Anal Beauty 3, 4, 5, 8, 11, and 12. And Dylan's personal favorite, Lesbian Loving and Strap-On Fucking.
Oh, yeah, scissors.
Okay. Wow.
The last thottie on the list is Evelyn Hayes, 23 years old as of April 14th, being born in 2001. No nationality listed, so she's probably an illegal alien. Started in porn at the age of 19 in 2020. Standing at 5'6" with 32 Cs, you can beat the Beaver. To her, just over 50 credited films. Now, normally I don't do it that low, but one caught my eye, and so I looked, and I'm glad I stayed around. You can watch her in over 50 credited films, such as In My Tight Young Ass 4.
Oh.
Stretching My Girlfriend's Pussy 23. Skinny Slut Gets a Nut. And Brianna's personal favorite, Nutflix and Chill.
Nutflix.
So, happy birthday to them, to those girls. Hardest working people in America. I bet they get paid more than minimum wage. Oh, this pay is dickwad.
No, I don't think they do.
Probably not. Well, I hope they get some sort of royalties or something. So, but all right, Dylan. Wrap it up. But before, we got a functional idiot of the week. So, and I hear it's somebody from your work. Now, who could that be?
Yes.
Is it the hit and run guy?
Mr. Michael? Yes.
You know who you are. Oh, it is the hit and run guy.
Mr. Michael. Yep. This has to deal with him and our boss. Okay. Now, all right. So, Mr. Michael has been late on multiple occasions, okay? And he is a very hard worker. He does his job good, whatever. And so my boss, we'll call him Gene, you know, he's gave him multiple verbal warnings like, hey, you know, try to be on time this week, whatever. But the reason why he, you know, gives him a break is because sometimes Gene has to drop his kids off at school, and so he's late as well, you know?
Yeah.
So it's not a big deal as long as you show up, do your job, and do it well.
Well, maybe if like you show up 15 minutes late, then maybe just stay 15 minutes later. You know, make up that time that you're late.
Oh, yeah. You
know?
No, like, they do that, right?
Okay.
Michael does that. So, you know, it's usually not a big deal. Well, for whatever reason, Michael kept pressing Gene about, hey, write me up. Just write me up. Don't know what it'll change, but whatever, you know?
All right.
So Gene's like, okay, fine. I'll write you up. You know, writes him up, gives it to him. They sign it, whatever. And Michael was explaining it to me. He's like, it's not now the whole overall point. He didn't say this exactly. Is the principle of it? You know, if I'm gonna be late, write me up.
Right.
You know.
Right. Don't make it. Yeah.
And so that was like the main point. You know, he did, you know, go into other things about it. Well, Gene, you know, got the idea that Michael was going around and basically not outright saying it, but implying that he was a bad boss for not doing that. Now, Gene is a very great boss. Okay, he very forgiving. He's nice. He's cool.
Dylan doing the old.
If he has to talk to you, he will.
Dylan doing
It's
the
not
old
like he doesn't.
CYA thing.
Huh?
Dylan doing the old CYA thing. He's a great boss. He's a good boss. Yeah. I don't want to get fired. I love my job.
But so Gene was talking to Michael about it, and he's like, "Hey, don't go up to your coworkers and say that, and basically say that I'm a bad boss." And Michael's like, "Hey, I didn't do that. Sorry if that's what happened." And that should have been the end of it.
Right?
Hey, both apologize. Hey, miscommunication, whatever.
Right.
Michael decides to take it one step further. Let me bug him the shit out about it and start being like, hey, why are you getting so offended by this and blah, blah, blah. And it's like, dude, there's a time to when you should just shut the fuck up.
Right.
And now Michael has a very big ego. Okay. And I know he's going to, if he listens to this, I hope you hear it. Okay. It's just because you're young and you're dumb and you got a big ass ego. Okay,
he's young,
just let it go.
He's young, dumb, and full of cum.
So they kept butting heads, and it almost came to a head on Thursday. Like, Gene would not even look at Michael throughout the entire day on Friday because he was just fucking pissed. And Michael likes to do this thing where he's a very big instigator as well. He likes to piss people off and keep them going. Right?
Yeah.
I don't know what it is, but, whatever. Well, lo and behold, Gene's had enough of it, and blah, 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 yada, yada, yada. Well, the end of Friday, Michael goes on his bench, and he's like, to change a fan filter, but before that, he's like, now our company has enforced that nobody can stay later than 45 hours. Just because of everything that's going on, blah, blah, blah.
Right.
Whatever.
Makes sense.
Well, Michael is about to hit over 45 hours. And he's like, well, I'm not going anywhere until Gene comes up and talks to me. And we're not on speaking terms right now. And I'm just like, so not only are you going to piss Gene off more because he's going to get in trouble because you stayed late and you knew you were going to stay late, you're just being a cock about it now. So that... there's a time when you should just fucking let it go. Let it the fuck go. And stop being an idiot about it. Okay? You're not some big dude. Gonna make a big difference. You're just gonna piss people off.
Sounds like you're pissing Dylan off and he's not even involved.
It's annoying. It's not more so annoying. It's just like, don't be... we're gonna say the quote at the end, but don't be fucking dumb. Don't be dumb.
Don't be dumb. That's our show motto.
Just let your common sense kick in. Like, hey, you know what? I am over 40 hours. I'll be the bigger man and go talk to my boss about it. Hey, Gene, I'm going to be over 45 hours. Do you want me to clock out at 3:30 or whatever?
Right.
Instead, you're going to be a little bitch about it, and then as Gene is leaving to go home for the weekend, as he should, because he's fucking probably tired of this dude, Michael goes, see ya. Have a good weekend, Gene. What the fuck are we doing? What are we doing? You're being a little cocksane about it, all right? Let it go.
I guess so. Yeah.
So that's my functional idiot of the week.
All right, that sounds pretty nutty, but I think I can top that. So, you know what the show The View is, right?
Yep.
To show off 4 screeching bitches that don't know how to keep their fucking mouths shut. They're all stupid as hell. But anyways, the solar eclipse was on Monday, April 8th or something like that. April 8th, April 9th, something like that. The Friday up to that, there was a 4.8 magnitude earthquake in New York, New Jersey area, right?
Okay.
Sunny Houston blamed Monday's solar eclipse and Friday's earthquake, and then there's also the expected, is it cicadia or cicadia breeding season on climate change. What?
Oh my fucking God.
For all those things together would maybe lead one to believe that either climate change exists or something is really going on. Okay, now The View is without a doubt, very liberal, right? Houston made the claim that her studio makeup artist put on her coat and ran down the hallway during the earthquake, saying, "Jesus is coming! Jesus is coming! The rapture is here!"
Oh my God.
Thankfully, co-hosts Joy Behar and Whoopi Goldberg, who are both also stupid as hell in their own right, at least had two brain cells to rub together amongst the two of them, and said, "Except earthquakes have nothing to do with climate change. It's literally tectonic plates moving. It does not care if it's 0 degrees outside or 110 degrees outside. It's just tectonic plates moving. It's underground."
And doesn't
Dumbass.
the cicada thing happen every
7
20 years or something
every
like that?
7 years or something like that. And then the solar eclipse, that has nothing. What?
It's a space phenomenon,
That has nothing to do
not
with
an Earth phenomenon.
That has
you
nothing to do
fucking
with the
idiot.
Earth to begin with, other than it just lines up with the sun and the moon at the same time. The moon circles around the sun or the Earth, and the Earth circles around the sun. My God. And yeah, Goldberg was like, no. In the eclipse, they've known about the eclipse coming because eclipse happens, and they actually can say when these things are going to happen. I think the next full eclipse in the U.S. is going to be in 2045, somewhere in then, I believe. And then Houston also pointed out how it was the first time in 100 years that two different cicada brood would emerge for their mating season at the same time. But then Whoopi Goldberg, again, took her two brain cells and put them to good use for once. Probably shut her down, arguing it happens every 17 years. Okay, not 17 years. So, my God. Seriously, how can you be so fucking stupid? Oh, the tectonic earthquakes because of climate change. Are you dumb? Are you fucking dumb? But the sad part is, she wasn't even the only fucking one. Green Party member and U.S. Senate candidate for New Jersey, Christina Amira Khalil, went viral after she posted a similar theory to social media, claiming the earthquake that rocked New York and New Jersey was caused by climate change.
Oh my God.
She wrote, "I experienced my first earthquake in New Jersey. We never get earthquakes. The climate crisis is real. The weirdest experience ever." After being widely mocked on social media, she turned her account to protected mode so the public couldn't view her posts any longer.
Probably a good thing.
Probably a good thing. Maybe just don't even go on Twitter in the first place, you dumb bitch. How can you be so stupid? So fucking dumb. Now, I'm not saying if you believe climate change is real or not, but that has nothing to do with earthquakes, okay? I believe, I don't know, this was probably 10 years ago. The Grand Rapids area had an earthquake.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, I think it was on like a 3 point something. Like it was so minor. Like a 4.8, that's all it's going to do is just rattle dishes. That's not even going to really damage anything in the house. That's a very minor earthquake. Like Californians would be like, cute.
Like, what was that?
Yeah.
I farted. Oh, okay.
What was that? My truck went down the road. Oh, okay. Yeah. So, but if you believe that a solar eclipse, earthquakes, and climate change are all related, do us all a favor and off yourself, okay? Because you don't need to be in the fucking gene pool. My God. So, all right. That's all we have for this episode 27 of the Functional Idiots podcast. Remember, you can support us on Patreon. At patreon.com/functional idiots podcast.
Twitter.
Follow us on Twitter or X at Fun Idiot Show and email us functionalidiots@gmail.com. We now officially have 3 videos up on our Patreon, and it will soon to be 4. So
I thought we only had 3.
No, we have 3 now.
Oh, because you did the right.
Yeah,
Okay,
I have the from the My Strange Addiction is now up on Patreon. So, and there's 2 tier levels to our Patreon. There's a $5 and a $15 tier level. But there is also a 7-day trial. So now you can go do the 7-day trial. All right, maybe even want to wait another week before you put another couple videos up. But then you can see the kind of shit that we will do. Although it won't be all of it because we still got some other stuff in the works. But until that point, I guess we really appreciate you guys for listening to our shitty podcast.
Yeah, we're almost at 400 total downloads, which is
pretty spicy there, eh?
And we're finally starting to slowly get into the double digit of downloads on each episode. So that's pretty cool.
So that's pretty neat.
I'll probably do I don't know. I'll probably wait till like another few episodes before I do the Podbean info thing again.
Yeah. So but until that time, until we speak again, don't be dumb.